Hey, Joe at Fabspeed Motorsport USA. Going to give you a short video of how to install the world's finest air intake system, air cover lid for all Porsche 996 twin turbos. These are all the 2000 to 2004 cars, coupes and cabriolets, and the GT2s. Here's the factory air box on all 996 twin turbos. And what a lot of German tuners would do, looking for more power, is they would take a reciprocating air saw and they would cut apart the air box here to here. Some tuners, including Roof, who's famous in Germany, would butcher an air box. At Fabspeed, we don't like to butcher air-cooled and water-cooled Porsche cars. And what I designed was an air intake, new cover lid, like a frame to hold your air filter in place. And we're going to show you how to install it. And you're guaranteed to pick up 18 to 22 horsepower, depending on the exhaust on the car, because an engine is nothing more than an air pump. The more air it can breathe in easier and exhale, you pick up good solid power, 100% guaranteed, verified on the dyno. So to remove your factory air box from the car, you loosen a hose clamp here, you unsnap the mass airflow sensor, then you need a 13mm ratchet to remove the air box. The whole air box comes out of the car, okay? What we're eventually going to do is remove this air box cover, the OEM piece, and then we're going to give you this new aluminum billet CNC frame to hold either your factory air filter and or a BMC filter from Italy. We're using the factory hardware and bolting this right on your factory air box that you already own, and then you save this forever without butchering it. So when the car is valuable, you don't never butcher it. So now, here's the next step. So Mike and I are with you. So we have the air box off the car. Now we have 9 Phillips screws around this periphery. Let's remove those. You can either use, help me Mike, we'll either use a Phillips screwdriver by hand, or we'll back these out. And we just go around the outside and remove all the Phillips screws. And what that does is that removes your factory air box cover lid. And there you go. So there's your factory airbox cover lid. The next step is there's a rubber grommet here. Here's a 13mm bolt. I remove that. There is a piece of steel insert in there to give it rigidity. And then this little rubber biscuit, you just remove that from your airbox by pushing it out. And then you put your airbox aside, like I showed you. The next step is this. This is for demonstration purposes. We have our billet CNC aluminum frame here from Fabspeed. When we ship these to you, often we will put all this together with screws just to hold the carbon fiber in place. When you remove the bolts in the back, you discard those. And then there's some Phillips screws down here, discard those. What you're gonna end up doing is you're going to end up using these factory Phillips screws all around here that are set up to be machined into our aluminum frame. So all the factory screws that go along the top of the 996 twin turbo airbox are designed and made into our factory, the Fabspeed CNC aluminum frame, and that's basically it. Well engineered, all done 100% in-house at Fabspeed. Mike, let's swap out this old air filter and put in the BMC filter over here. All right, so we take that, we take our aluminum frame. Look at that, our precision aluminum frame, and now allows the Phillips screws to go through there. You might want to start them by hand. It's aluminum, but once he mates it, actually, my mistake, you back these off. We're not going to reuse these little plastic clips. We're not using those. This is our carbon fiber rain drip edge that we end up using. And then this thing sits back there and covers it. So we take the Phillips screws out, and these little plastic bits, save those with your airbox. And then our new setup goes in there. He's going to take out the next one. Excellent. And then here, back this screw out. This gentleman's airbox had a broken little piece of plastic on it. So, but now it won't matter with the carbon fiber piece. So now what happens is, all we're gonna do now is reinsert your factory Phillips screws that came with it. Save these little units. We'll put a zip tie on it for the customer. And then this carbon fiber rain edge unit sits back here like this, and when he installs the Phillips screws, this will hold it'll actually pull the aluminum frame and hold the BMC filter, the K&N filter, or your factory paper filter in place, and you'll get maximum airflow to the mass airflow sensor on all 996 twin turbos from 2000 to 2004. Coupes and spiders, or cabriolets, as they say in Germany, and GT2s. All right. So you put the Phillips screws in there, and it'll sandwich this piece of carbon fiber and pull the frame, the aluminum frame down to hold your filter in place. We'll just get one started, but you get the general idea. Look at that. So anyway, he would do the rest of them. Now the next thing you do is this. I will work on the next part so that the video is brief. You put this rubber grommet back in here. This thing slides in place. Put the little pin in there too. That they have that from Porsche. And then this is ready to be bolted on the airbox. He would put the rest of the hardware through here. Okay, and there's hardware to hold the bottom as well. You can see, so once all the Phillips screws are gone through there, you have a 20 to 22 horsepower increase on every single 996 twin turbo in the world for Fabspeed Motorsport, 100% done in-house. We consulted with the people at BMC in Italy. All you're doing is taking off your factory airbox cover lid, not butchering anything, and then putting on this precision carbon fiber piece. We have this little rubber plug that goes in the actual frame on the Porsche. So your mass airflow sensor, you tighten up a hose clamp here, okay? You plug in your mass airflow sensor, and then this little plug helps support the bottom of the airbox, because you have the support here and you have a support over there, all from Fabspeed Motorsport USA. Your air-cooled and water-cooled performance experts for over 25 plus years.